All right, a new poll reveals a disturbing truth. Groceries, not rents or loans, are now America's biggest source of financial stress. Donald Trump's proposed tariffs could make that even worse, while job data sends mixed signals. The question is the U.S. staring at an economic crisis wrapped in inflation and political chaos? Our next report telling you more.
Donald Trump's chaotic tariffs are already bleeding our economy of good-paying jobs.
This is truly the dawn of the golden age of America. That's what we're in.
It's not war, not taxes, not gas prices. It's groceries. The dinner table has become the battleground for America's middle class. An AP Norc poll paints a bleak picture. More than half of Americans say they're stressed about affording food, not credit card debt, not student loans, not child care, just milk, eggs, meat, and vegetables. The essentials have become luxuries.
The poll found that 53% of Americans say the cost of groceries is a major source of stress, and 47% said this about the cost of housing. One thing that really stands out in the data is that only 14% of Americans say the cost of groceries is not a source of stress for them right now. So even if it's not a major source of stress for everyone, this is something that's being felt by Americans across many different subgroups.
The latest jobs report landed like a punch in the gut. Despite the White House's insistence, the labor market is slowing much faster than the president claims. Hiring is down, and after months of relentless inflation, families are feeling squeezed like never before.
Price is killing me. Instead of saving money in my bank account, I'm using it in groceries.
I got a lot of stress at home, and now when I come to the grocery store, it just raises the level of stress, and it's mentally messing with me, because my attitude when I go home, anybody say anything out the way after I come from the grocery store or the Family Dollar, wherever, I click.
The prices seems to go up every week, every month. But every time I come, I see the difference in the price, especially fruits.
Economists are beginning to detect early warning signs in world's biggest economy. Second quarter GDP increases at 3.0% rate, but it masks the underlying slowing trend. Spending was lifted by motor vehicles, likely reflecting preemptive buying ahead of import duties. Core inflation, which excludes volatile food and energy prices, also rose 0.3% in June. Job creation has dropped below expectations for the second straight month. U.S. employers added 73,000 jobs in July, down from the prior month and lower than economists expected. Real wages are stagnating. With the American economy tiptoeing on a slippery slope, the real push comes from Trump tariff. While the U.S. president promises that in the long run it would reap benefits. But for the average American consumer, tariffs trickles down like a tax. Importers are bound to raise prices to cover the duty. This reflects in the grocery bills, construction materials, appliances, and cars. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
Right, and our correspondent Susan is here with us. Susan, thanks for waiting. Talk to us about the situation there in America with reports polls suggesting that groceries are one of the biggest financial concerns amongst the Americans there.
Yeah, really a cause for concern. There was a report on NBC which also conducted this poll that 90% of Americans really see grocery prices as one of their main concerns when it comes to financial issues. And, this used to be housing, it used to be healthcare to a certain extent, but now it's just basic needs. And this goes along party lines. It's a bipartisan issue, and also age as well. Now, the issue of tariffs is one thing, that's a prediction, but in the last 5 years or so, prices haven't been able to come down. One of the reasons, several reasons for that is not only production costs are high, fuel costs are high, but also labor costs as well. And these have all attributed to raising prices as opposed to even keeping them steady or bringing them down. And because it was one of President Trump's hallmark promises, this gains more prominence now with the tariff talk than ever before.
Right, Susan, thanks for joining us in Race to Power and getting us insights from New York.